DJ Brooks in the Morning Rush. Wake up! Kiss Country.
7:35, and we still have clouds in the area. That's what's happening right now. But are we going to get any warmer? Not much. It's going to be low 40s, maybe, if we can get that high. We're just going to. Mother Nature doesn't know what she wants to do yet, and well, we haven't talked to this guy for about 2 weeks, and Mother Nature just kind of. That kind of depends on what she determines when you guys start little construction and take the snow plows off.
She has a lot to do with that. There's no question about it.
You got to love it when she's a little bit confusing, though, and doesn't know which direction she wants to go.
And right now we're doing a little bit of both, with possible snow Wednesday or Thursday and construction schedules ramping up.
Now, how late do you guys keep the plows on the trucks?
We have to have plows on the trucks, or on at least a few trucks, till April 15th.
Oh, okay.
And then, obviously we have forecasts too that we look at, and if there's chances of snow or anything, we make sure we have trucks ready. But by April 15th is when we can more or less start transitioning into spring, summer, fall maintenance for our maintenance staff. And of course, the construction staff has been holding pre-construction meetings already and getting ready for the projects that they'll be dealing with this year.
Well, how about that? Have you guys ever taken the plows off too soon and all of a sudden, whoa, we better put one back on?
I don't know if to take them off too soon. Like I said, you've got to have a truck or two still ready to go at April 15th. But again, we've got the forecast, and you see a week out where there's a possible storm coming, so you're ready. And if it gets within 2 or 3 days and they're still pretty certain that storm's going to be there, you can pop those plows back on and be ready to go. So no, we do not tear everything down so we end up scrambling if there's snow heading our way. Right. We've done this before.
Not your first rodeo.
No.
Yeah. Well, I just like to call it's a wait and see forecast, Pete. Let's just wait and see what happens. Sunshine today on the forecast, but then snow.
Yeah, thunderstorms. It's kind of crazy.
Right. So what kind of with the plows and everything else in wintertime, hopefully pretty much behind us, road construction still going to get underway here, just shortly? Because I know the one still down at Belmont, he got it blocked off. I've been down there the last week or so, twice, and I'm going, I got to go all the way through Belmont.
All the way through Belmont. It must have taken you at least another 90 seconds. How did you deal with that?
Right. Well, there's cops that were in a couple of corners there, Pete, so I had to slow down.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. It wasn't quite 90 seconds I went through Belmont.
No, it's that one should get going. We hope to be done in there by mid-May. And again, that's all going to depend on the weather. But hopefully things will clear up and let us get going. We do not have a lot of work to do there, but it's just, again, a lot of it's so temperature dependent. So as soon as we can get some decent temperatures, we'll get in there and get going and hopefully have that open by mid-May.
Is there anything else down that way that's going to be closing things off too, or not? Or is that done?
Right down there, not right now that I can think of off the top of my head. The big thing that we need to, I guess, get people ready for is the Floyd interchange project. Mm-hmm. We actually started yesterday over there. The contractor was out and is doing some patching in the westbound lanes. So that's down to one lane for westbound traffic. The reason we're doing that is we want to get that in as good a shape as possible, because in a few weeks we will be closing the eastbound lanes so we can start building the bridge and the eastbound on and off ramps for the new interchange, which means traffic will be head to head in the westbound lanes. But the big thing starting next week is to get ready for that. We have to do a lot of work in the median, and that's going to really restrict turning movements in that area. Mm-hmm. Traffic may have to go down to exit 212, which is that first Charles City exit, and go up on the ramp and come back down. The big thing is you're not going to be able to use the median crossover unless you are going southbound, coming from 218 through Floyd to go to T44. That's the big thing. There will be message boards out there directing traffic, so just be aware of that, and that's going to take place for about a week or two, hopefully 2 weeks at the max. Then when that's done, traffic will be switched in a head-to-head pattern in the westbound lanes. The eastbound lanes will be closed. T44 going south to the ethanol plant will be closed, so traffic will probably have to use exit 212 just down the road to access the ethanol plant. And the other big thing to be aware of is we will have traffic lights there for 218 and I guess it's 18 Iowa 27 there. So traffic will have to be aware. There will be traffic lights that will be operating. It's going to be a different driving situation. It is going to slow traffic down. If you know a different route you can take, wouldn't hurt to start planning that now because it's going to get busy over there.
Well, and if you download that mobile app, 511ia.org, or go to the website, it'll tell you everything that's going to be going on, right?
That is correct. That will be there, and that will keep people updated, and that's going to be your best source of information to make sure that you're up to date on what's happening.
What is going to be the biggest project you guys have planned? It's going to start, obviously not in a couple of weeks, but maybe a month or two.
The biggest project we've got in our district right now is going to be the interchange project at Floyd. That's the one that's going to be the biggest. You know, it's one that will take a couple years. We will get the eastbound stuff done this year. By the end of construction, we'll have the bridge and the new roadway in place. We'll have the ramps in place. So when it comes to winter, everybody will be going back to quote unquote a normal driving situation down there where you got 2 lanes in each direction, but eastbound traffic will be using the new interchange when it comes to fall this year. So everything will be back to normal come winter. And then next spring, we will start up on the westbound lanes and get that completed by the fall of 2023. But yeah, that's going to be the biggest one. There will be another bridge project down by Sheffield on Highway 65 where we will be detouring the road, and that will probably be starting a week from Monday on the 11th. So those are 2 of the biggest ones in our area that's going to affect traffic the most.
Sure. Wow. So how long a stretch of highway is this again?
For which one?
For the 218.
I don't know exactly the length, but it's going to be, you're going to have a crossover. The crossovers are already in place down by Floyd. They were in place. We built those last fall. So it's way by the west end of Floyd, and then through the Floyd area and on the east end is where the other crossover is. So it's going to affect a good chunk of traffic anywhere going through Floyd. That is where you have to be aware of it. So like I said, it'll be kicking in pretty extreme starting next week.
All right. Well, there you go. Like we always like to do is keep Pete on all year round because he just loves coming on the radio and getting up early.
I'm here anyway. This isn't early.
He's already had a slice of toast, a banana, and maybe some grape nuts. I don't know.
Maybe not quite that much, but yes, I'm ready to go by this time.
There you go. Well, it's always great to get an update and find out and get people knowing what's going to be happening, what's going to be ahead of them as they make their morning commute every Tuesday morning.
Real quick too, Jay, starting next Monday, there's going to be a crack fill project starting up on Iowa 9 from I-35 to the Mitchell County line. That'll take about a week, and that will be a pilot car and flagger. So just be aware if you're heading through that area. If you go to work there Monday morning, weather permitting, there will be pilot car and flagger. So be aware of that. And there's going to be those types of projects, those short crack filling or crack sealing projects throughout our district this year. So again, like you said, keep an eye on 511, and we will update people as we know the contractor schedule as well.
So that means that the tar is going to be getting stuck on my tires, thrown up on my vehicle.
No, that's why we have a pilot car and flagger, so you don't have to drive on that stuff.
Oh, okay.
See, all right. We're here to take care of you, Jay.
All right. Well, the tar getting off my car is kind of hard.
No, I don't blame you a bit. That's why we have a pilot car and flagger.
Right. I know they have been filling some potholes though lately. I noticed that a little blacktop thrown in the coals.
Yep, maintenance staff has been out filling where we can, especially the bigger ones. The hard part is that with this time of year, you don't have the hot mix asphalt because it won't work in these temperatures. So you use what's called cold mix, and you put that in. And unfortunately, if you get moisture in there and then it freezes at night, a lot of times it'll pop out again. But we're gonna get out and do the main one so we can get traffic to go through as smoothly as possible. And then when the temperatures get to where they need to be, we'll come back with more of a permanent fix.
Yeah, I'm sure a few of us will find some of those potholes that haven't been fixed yet.
Well, just make sure you watch where you're going and everything will be fine.
Thanks, Dad. Have yourself a wonderful day, all right?
All right, you do the same, Jay.
We'll catch up next week.
Yes, we will.
Good stories happen all the time, and another happiness hotline